So we'll take the next few. Manu, or let's start with where it comes in. Aprameyo Rishikesha Padmanabho Maraprabhu Vishwakarma Manustvashta Stavishta Staviro Dhruvaha. Manu, one who thinks, one who is the hymn or the mantra. Intellect cannot think. It is inanimate and insentient. It is only an instrument used for thinking. When awareness reflects intellect, it gets vivified and then the thinking machine becomes functional. This is like an electric bulb. The bulb glows only as long as electricity flows through it. The Lord is called Manu because he manifested himself in the form of Vedic hymn. Take the next one. Tvashta, one who shrinks every object at the time of deluge. The cosmic dissolution is called deluge. Deluge marks the end of this world in the cycle of creation. At the time of deluge, the Lord shrinks the world into a subtle condition and keeps it within him until he recreates it again at the time of Prabhava. Lord Vishnu is called Tvashta because he is able to shrink this limitless universe into an infinitesimal and subtle entity at the time of deluge. We'll revisit this in a moment. Stavishta, one who excels everything in bulk or substantiality. Lord Vishnu manifests himself as the universe. He is the cosmic form or Vishvarupa. The cosmic form has the limitless universe within him. This was made known to Arjuna in the Visvarupa Sandarshana Yoga of Bhagavad Gita. Let's revisit the Tvashta and bring it closer to our hearts and understanding today. I think it's going to be enjoyable, so stay with me here. We'll revisit, and Tvashta are one who shrinks every object at the time of deluge. Another way we have come to appreciate this aspect over the course of our study is that the universe is the projection of the capacities of Lord Vishnu. The Hindu Indian approach does not take creation of something but projection of a thing when it comes to the universe creation process. The premise here being that something can come out of something. You cannot create something out of nothing. This concept of projection now in this name, Tvashta, has a corollary of if this universe is the projection of the Lord, then where do this universe go into? And here is the concept we are introduced that is opposite of the projection, which is shrinking or withdrawing. The Hindu Indian approach uses a lot of symbolism when it comes to articulating some concepts of nature around us. Here, in the Tvashta case, we see it in the concept of Shiva or Kala, where the approach is that Shiva is in deep Samadhi and wakes up to his Tandava to consume the whole creation, or Kala. The earlier study too, we had come to appreciate the two aspects of Lord Vishnu, where we see that Vishnu is Shiva and Shiva is Vishnu in the hymn Shivaya Vishnu Rupaya Shiva Rupaya Vishnave. Shiva is none other than the Rupa of Vishnu, and Vishnu is none but the Rupa of Shiva. So here, Tvashta, as Vishnu's name, takes the appearance of Shiva as Kala, the consumer of all creation. In the previous presentation, in the understanding of Vishwakarma, we appreciated the concept of nature and its evolution supported by the three gunas of Rajasic, Tamasic, Sattvic, where we associated Rajasic as the creative force and Tamasic was associated with the withdrawing force, and how when we get an equilibrium of these three gunas is when we have singularity. That is when singularity is established, or the statement of there is no universe or all things are withdrawn to its native form. So, here in the concept of Tvashta, or the one who has withdrawn the whole of creation to himself. So here is the concept of Tvashta, or the one who has withdrawn the whole of creation to himself. So in this form, the symbolic form of representation is seen as Shiva, who is in deep Samadhi, a representation of complete balance. And what is the other symbol that we have painted in Shiva? We see in the Linga form, where some say it is the culmination of the male and female regenerative organs. We see Shiva carry the name Ardhanarishwara, both man and woman, male and female. So, symbolically, a statement that within this withdrawn state of singularity is also residing the very force of creation, the power of both male and female. This is articulated in this concept of Prabhava, where the creative force effulges from this state of singularity. Prabhava is the Hindu or Indian concept of Big Bang that science has encapsulated today. So, to appreciate Tvashta, we shall approach this with the critical mind again by taking support from two eminent personalities. Once again, Einstein, who proposed the field theory that connected time and space and made the statement, the universe is ever expanding and will ever expand. This theory of his was demonstrated to carry flaws. That argument was proposed by another wonderful personality, Karl Schwarzschild. And where did he do this job? Right in the trenches of the battlefront with Russia in the Second World War. Karl presented that universe is not expanding and ever expanding as Einstein had proposed, but could also shrink, and mathematically propose the possibility of a black hole, where such shrinking does not let even the light come out, where this shrinking is the collapse of space and time, or that state of Shiva or Kala, or the symbolic representation of Shiva in Samadhi. The Tvashta concept of withdrawing or shrinking, as mathematically derived by Karl, which also went on to prove Einstein's theory of expanding universe wrong, when applied to the very earth, or Vasundhara as the Hindu Indian system names it, derives that the concept of Tvashta can shrink the earth to the size of zero point 0.9 centimeters, or from the size we know of earth to that of the mustard seed. Thank you for hearing me, my friends.